Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day here today. It's windy, the rains are letting up. The clouds are moving really good, but we're getting some sunlight. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's actually getting quite warm. So really nice day today. Breezy and not so yucky as it was the last few days. Heading into the shop, I had to go grab myself a second cup of coffee real quick because I got to show you guys Mark's knives. That's right, this video is about Mark. Mark is an awesome customer like many of you are. I like to call you guys family. CK Knife and Tool family members now. When you buy a knife, you become part of the family. But also, I have a big shout out for everybody, or a big announcement I should say, for everybody, not only past customers, but maybe some future customers. Maybe people that would like to get a knife, but you just haven't bit the bullet yet. I got some good news for you, so let's head in the shop and I'll let you know. Alrighty, okay, I'm gonna get you guys set up here. Yes, first and foremost, how am I doing on orders? Right now, as you're watching this video is actually, I guess I should say, a lot of my videos I put out are usually 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in advance. It's because I've already finished some knives, so I start working on more knives or projects that I work on and then I edit and get them all going. This one is no exception, but I taken a little bit more forethought and planning, and at the recording of this, it's November, and you guys are seeing this video in November, so I'm actually only a couple of weeks out, which is pretty good. But I thought I would share real quick about the status on knives like that. The pile is getting smaller. That's right. I am making progress on this. I've already done some videos, as you guys have seen, every Monday, a new video. And I actually have the Kit Badger knives over here that are getting worked on. I have to do some taper tangs, some slight blade profiles, and clean them all up and get them into heat treat. That's going to happen the week I'm filming this, which is 2 weeks ago for you guys. And so that's going good. So these guys, it'll be Michael W., Hayden, and Kyle B. You guys will be already holding onto your knives by the time this video comes out, hopefully. But we have, I haven't worked on them, but I do have, or at least I haven't worked on them completely, but I have started. All of these knives, every one of these boxes has a knife blank already in it. I either shaped your knife blank, I might have already drilled your holes in your tang. I try to do a bunch of stuff at one time, and then I'll stick all your knives back in your boxes. Everybody's got their materials. If you were to take just some random thing here, you know, like that, you can see there are products. There's a blade in there. There's a blade already in there. And, well, there's an invoice there, but there's a blade in there too. But I try to do that for everybody's knife when you order. And it's no exception. After the Badger knives are done, the Woodsman shanks, I'll be doing Graham, Keith, and Dex. You guys will be getting your 3 knives, and that's because all 3 of you either have a bush knife or a Jasper, and they're all virtually kind of same size because the bush knives, you guys opted to have taper tangs, and the Jasper's a taper tang. So that's Graham, Keith, and Dex. So I'll be working on your guys' knives next, so you'll be getting your knives in November. Probably the end of November. Then I'm going to be jumping into probably somebody like Sean or Greg, and then I've got to do Philip. Philip, I'm going to try really hard to get you your knife before Christmas. And then I'm going to try to kick out some of the Coyote Works, the 1.0s that you guys have ordered a couple months ago. And again, most of these orders, except for like Graham and Keith and Dex, I think, and maybe Debbie, Chris's pup. Some of you guys are like August orders, July, August, and everybody else was August, September. So I'm getting it going, getting it sorted out, but I'm hoping to get at least probably 3, 6. Well, I'm going to try to do as much as I can to get all your guys' knives orders out the second week of December. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. But y'all are getting pretty heavy here, and I got to show you Mark's knives and talk to you about what's coming up. So let me set you down. Alrighty. Okay, well, first and foremost, what do we do? Well, let's start with Mark's knives, because many of you came here for Mark's knives. Oh, hold on 1 second. Ha! I got to keep an eye on that battery. But yes, a lot of you guys came here for Mark's knives. Now, Mark is a customer, a family member. For quite some time now. He is a big supporter of me, having purchased knives and swag of different kinds. Super awesome, very patient fella, as well as his son is a Marine, active duty right now. So I'm going to big shout out to Mark as well as his son, and Semper Fi. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to you guys. So that out of the way, Mark picked out 2 knives. Mark's got 2 knives here. The first knife is missing because, oh, it's up here. Ha! Oh! Okay, I have it up there on the shelf because Mark's first knife here is Madagascar ebony, or a Gaboon ebony. It is a very, very attractive wood, a very hard wood. I like it a lot. It's not a very flashy wood, meaning you don't see the grains. The grains aren't very predominant like some of the other woods you guys have seen me use in the past. And it's a very a mix of chocolates and black and browns, and even sometimes a little hue of like a raspberry. And I really like that when you start cutting and shaping into this wood. But what's really nice is this wood is super hard, so there's absolutely no stabilizing necessary. All I do is I hand sand the wood down, clean up the knife really good, and then I throw on a little bit of that True Oil. True Oil is an oil that's used on rifle and gun stocks like you see in stores and such. It's that kind of finish that a lot of makers use, as well as custom gunsmiths that do refurbishing and rebuilding of rifles and shotguns and such. True Oil is a very good finish for raw natural woods like Cocobolo and Madagascar ebony, or Gaboon, Gaboon ebony. So Mark picked out 2 Coyote pups, and the first pup was picked out, both of them are hand sanded satin finish. This one he picked out, it is the Gaboon ebony or Madagascar ebony with a standard 1/8 inch nickel silver pins and the Coyote Works logo. And then he chose hand sanded versus the acid stonewash. But then Mark also wanted the straight file jimping across the top. It's a nice feel. It's not overly aggressive. You can still feel it on your thumb. Many people say, well, why would you do that? Well, you do that because a lot of people like to put their thumb up on top of the spine to work and manipulate their knife when doing smaller tasks. And having that on there just gives them a little bit of that tactile, that little message in the back of your head, you know, I got that, I'm holding on to it. It gives you that grip in case the knife gets slippery or bloody or anything like that. There's straight file jimping. I do a round file jimping. That is nice. It's a lot more aggressive for your thumb, but it is a lot more decorative too. So there are those options. You'll find those on the website when you pick and choose through everything. You can add that as an extra for your knife. So Mark picked this one out, and he wanted it finished up in a black Raptor skin sheath with the Blade Tech Tech Lock. So I just sharpened it yesterday, and I oiled it down, so now it's all done. When you oil it with the True Oil, you got to let it sit for at least 24 hours, and then you buff it, and then you polish it some more. You know, you put more on it, then I hand buff it again, and then I do 2-3 coats, and it's good to go. So I'm going to oil that up after I take some photos and everything and some video, but that's Mark's first pup. Now, you guys are a little crooked, aren't you? Let me get you straightened out here. Okay, maybe that was any better. The second one that Mark picked out is this Coyote pup, and this one he picked out in natural canvas micarta. Again, with the natural canvas micarta, I don't hand sand micarta down to 400 or 600 grit. When you get micarta, it's usually not just the look, but it's also the feel. So I did 220 along the pin faces, but everything else is 120 on it. So turns out really nice like this. This actually, I went ahead and I did a little True Oil on this one too, just to clean it up a little bit, to darken it like that. But ultimately, it'll pick up, it's really nice. It's not as smooth as maybe the Madagascar ebony or something like that, but it's definitely a really good feeling knife. Again, hand sanded satin finish, the 1/8 inch pins, that's standard. And then he also got the straight file jimping on the top of the spine on this knife as well. But what sets this one apart is he opted for the ferro rod option on this one. So the sheath being a Raptor skin like the black one, but this is Raptor skin chestnut. And it's his ferro rod like this. And the ferro rod matches the natural canvas micarta, just like this. It is the 1/4 inch diameter rod. I actually am offering 2 different diameters. I have, or this is 3/8. This is 3/8, and then I have another one that's a 1/2 inch. So if you really wanted a really fat ferro rod, I offer that now too on the website. And you can find that on ck-tool.com. You just got to scroll, you know, go to the shop area, and then you got to scroll all the way down past the knives and past everything else. You'll see it where they have the jimping options. You'll have ferro rod options. You can buy a spare Tech Lock. I'm a Blade Tech Tech Lock. I'm a Blade Tech dealer, so I can actually buy belts. I'm a big proponent of their belt. I wear the Blade Tech belt. I get this is the black nylon belt. I also have the black leather and the brown leather. I really love those belts because they're really thick and really heavy duty. They don't bend and twist when you put something weight on there. If you carry conceal or if you have your phone or anything like that, they hold their shape. They don't cup a little bit as you wear them and bend them. So, but anyhow, so yeah, Blatex, all that stuff is down there, as well as stainless steel options and all that, and the ferro rod option. So you'll see that on there. So Mark, thank you very much for all that. I'm going to be taking some photos of both of these and doing a little B-roll footage as I was talking. You'd have some footage here to take a closer look at these knives. And I've got your box here all wrapped up, ready to go. Bunch of stickers and a patch and all that kind of stuff there you can share with people. But that is for Mark. So I wanted to say thank you once again to Mark. Okay, one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it will be the last, I promise, I'm going to run a big sale. I know that a lot of you guys, you can't order knives right now, and you weren't able to order a knife for someone for Christmas. But maybe you or somebody you know would like to have a custom-made knife. Meaning, you would want to give your husband or your wife, your brother, friend, something like that, a custom-made knife, or at least the opportunity to have a custom-made knife, but you can't do that. And you don't want to give them, so you want to give them something for Christmas to open up at Christmas time. Well, I got an idea for you. While supplies are, available, while supplies last, I'm going to run a deal. If you buy a hat and a CK Knife and Tool t-shirt, or you buy a coffee mug, like this one, you buy a coffee mug and a hat, or a coffee mug and a t-shirt, or a hat and a mug, whatever you want to do. You buy 2 items from my website at ckknifeandtool.com, I will generate you a personal discount code for 5% off. That means you'll have 2 items to give somebody for Christmas that you can put in a box, have them open it up, and when they're going, what the heck's this CK Knife and Tool stuff? You're going to be like, hey, it's this guy's website, and better yet, I got you 5% off to go get your own knife. Cool, right? I'll do one better. While everything is still in stock, and if you want to, if you buy a hat, a mug, and a t-shirt, that's those 3 swag items, you buy those 3 items, I'll give you 10% off. That's right. Once I get your order with your email address, I will go ahead and I will generate you a personal code that you and you alone can use for 10% off my website. You can share it with somebody, or you keep it for yourself, and you'll get 10% off a knife. Now, some people might say, gosh, that's not a whole lot. What do you mean 10%? That's not a big deal. Well, I'm kind of small business, okay? I can only afford to do so much. And I wanted to do something for all you guys to give back, as well as to have something that you can give to someone as a Christmas present. And I thought this would be the best way to do it. Now, 10% off, if you bought all 3 items, 10% off on a Coyote Works knife or something like that, that's like $35–40 at least, if not more, depending on what you want to buy for your knife. So to say that it's not a big deal, okay, I understand most of you probably won't say it, but I do get some haters, and I do get some people that are kind of, Well, listen, guys, I can only do what I can do, okay? I'm not a multi-million-dollar business. I'm not even close to 6 figures, okay? I'm just trying to help out, and I'm trying to grow my business too, so there is that. But hey, if you could do that, if you could buy a mug and a hat, or a mug and a t-shirt, or a hat and a t-shirt, then you get 5% off. If you buy all 3 items, you get 10% off. Use it on the website, save a bunch of money, make somebody's Christmas special, because it might not have heard of me. And then when you get your mug and you get all that stuff and you wrap it up, you give it to them, they're like, what's this? And they open it up and they're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? So go that route. You can use it, you could buy 2 knives if it's you and a brother, or you and a wife, or you and a husband, and you guys each want matching knives. I've done that before. Well, buy both of them, and then that 10% can be for the both of you. You can also buy swag for the 2 of you. You buy 3 items, buy different sizes, get your husband a t-shirt, you keep the mug, and get your son the hat, and then you'll get 10% off. You have 3 gifts, you can get 2 knives later on, save 10% there. That won't be a bad deal. So if you got any questions, hit me up at ckknifeandtool.com. You can also reach out to me at sales@ckknifeandtool if you got a question. But that's it. So again, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All the likes, the shares, the subscribes, they do help, and they are helping. Again, if you want to keep up the speed and everything going on, every Monday so far has been a video, as well as Instagram. I'm usually active during the day, put up 1 or 2 posts during the week, kind of show you what's going on back here, see what me and the kids are up to. So until next video, guys, have a good one. We'll catch you later. Bye.